Hey Alpha Females, it's Katie Freeman. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. We are on episode 16 of the podcast. And for this week's episode, I wanted to do something a little different. So we celebrated my sorority's Founders Day this past weekend, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to go around to my different sisters and ask them what attending Founders Day and what Founders Day means to them being a sorority woman. So I hope you'll enjoy hearing from my sisters. What does Founders Day mean to you?
I think it's a wonderful time to get together with your sisters and to share experiences, and also going forward knowing that your sisters are always behind you. It's a wonderful thing. And I hope everybody gets a chance to do that if they join a sorority.
Yeah.
And our sorority is really awesome, so...
I love coming to Founders Day because it's a great chance to reconnect with all of my sisters. You get to meet new sisters and see those sisters who've coming to Founders Day for the very first time and just starting to get their exposure to our organization. And it's very exciting, as well as seeing, we just had some members who have been here almost 70 years. And that is so impressive. You can see just the whole development of how this experience really does last for a lifetime.
Founders Day means so much to me. I've attended almost every year since I was an initiate, and I just love seeing my sisters from all over Southern California, and it's a wonderful time to reconnect and remember our vows of sisterhood.
Well, for me, especially coming from out of state, Founders Day is a great way to get to know all the different collegiate chapters that are in the area, as well as the alumni chapters. I know I have a big home base back home, but Founders Day really shows me how nationwide our sisterhood is.
And for me, it just means coming together and being with our sisters and just reminiscing, and just as life comes through and you're just busy in your everyday life, we know at least once a year we can count to come and see each other, and just the warm smiles, and then seeing all the new collegiates coming through and being able to teach and let them see what it really truly is to be a lifetime of AOPI.
Attending Founders Day gives me a sense of continuity. I remember going to Founders Day as an 18-year-old and singing the Epsilon song and doing the AOPI for a lifetime. And coming back every year, it's a way to reconnect with a larger group of AOPI women and share our sisterhood. And again, the continuity of the Epsilon song and AOPI for a lifetime is just a joy.
I think coming to Founders Day every year is a really good opportunity to be with your sisters and just kind of remind yourself about what AOPI is about. Being active in an alumni chapter means that I see sisters regularly, but not this many. So it's kind of nice to hear the songs and see all of the collegiate sisters, and to kind of do this every year. It just kind of reminds me of, being back when I was in college and I came when I was active. It's still the same thing. So it's just kind of a nice thing to come to every year.
I love that. Thank you so much. So I hope you enjoyed this special episode. It was really fun for me to hear the different answers that the sisters that I interviewed gave. It's always such a great time to come together and see sisters you haven't seen in a while. And it's just such a nice touchstone being in a sorority, especially as an alumna. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Rate us 5 stars wherever you listen, and subscribe wherever you listen. And if you have any sorority-related questions, you can send an email to alphafemalepod@gmail.com. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will talk to you next week. Alpha Females, take care.